everybody, it's us, the Wine Ladies. I'm Georgia. And I'm Suzanne, and welcome everyone. We are live here today at One Sip at a Time.
On location once again on the red carpet for an extraordinary evening in front of the Touch de l'Afrique beautiful retail outlet store in Oakville, Ontario for a very special night.
This is an evening of South African splendor, all for a fantastic cause, World Chefs Tour against hunger.
Now, over 200 chefs will all be descending upon Johannesburg in the third week of August to raise funds for an entire week to fight hunger in South Africa and raise awareness. We are going to try to help send our Canadian culinary team 6 chefs over there and to help them bring some gifts for the small children.
That's right. We're very fortunate being in the wine and food industry that we're blessed with wonderful things to eat and drink every day, but not everyone is blessed that way. In fact, 1 in 12 children, 1 in 12 infants die before they are 12 months old. So we're trying to raise some money to eradicate this issue from all over the world.
And we have a fantastic evening.
We do.
We've got lots of wonderful things going on. South African wines, South African inspired foods and entertainment.
Even a medicine man.
That's right. What will your inspirational stone say, Suzanne? I wonder.
Love, luck, money.
You're only allowed to get 1 stone. So, Dr. Rose Jeans. Dr. Rose is the founder of the Advanced Rejuvenation Medical Spa.
Yes.
And Dr. Rose, first of all, thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of this wonderful fundraiser.
You're very welcome. I'm happy to do it.
Wonderful. Now, you actually have had a varied degree, been in varied interests, I guess, in terms of your medical career. You worked in cardiac surgery, in the OR room, and now you've sort of taken your business into another direction.
That's right.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, after I turned 40, I was looking. Yes,
please.
I was looking quite aged, and I discovered all kinds of treatments that could be done without surgery that would make you look younger and better.
Right.
It uses the body's own natural healing mechanisms, and so I was so impressed. And I wanted all of the treatments myself, and I wanted them so much. I wanted to provide them for people as well.
Well, that's awesome, and I know it's really important to feel and look your best because that affects you in other ways, doesn't it?
It definitely does. It's all about self-empowerment. It's about your own, how you present yourself and your self-image. It's really important.
All right, so we've got a stellar evening planned for you. I hope you got to enjoy a little bit of the drumming group that was out there. They're going to be coming back at 8:15. We've got wonderful wines. We've got 2 tables of South African wines that have, on each side of the room, as well as the amarula. You guys have heard of the elephants, the drunken elephants in South Africa. Well, they enjoy the marula fruit, and that's what they get drunk on. So we've got the amarula liqueur as well to enjoy this evening.
Now, we'd like to take just a brief moment to thank all of our sponsors for their financial support, for the prizes that they've donated, for all of the services that they've provided. We thank you all so very, very much. We'd also like to take an opportunity, if we may, to just single out and acknowledge our silver sponsors. Thank you so much for our silver sponsors. I'd like to start off with, if I may, Dr. Rose Jeans. Where's Dr. Jeans?
There she is.
There she is.
Yeah.
Dr. Rose, she is the founder of Advanced Rejuvenation Medical Spa in Burlington. She is definitely a miracle worker, let me tell you. I'm really 82. No, just kidding. And all of that is done with no surgical methods at all. So Dr. Rose, thank you, and also thank you for your wonderful prize donation. Okay, I'd also like to thank Damien Goria. He is the founder of Florence Meats. He's a #1 meat man to go to within a 100-mile radius. The best biltong anywhere you can find. Damien, thank you so much as well. I don't know if you're here yet. I know you're coming, but thank you. Also, Dr. John Faskin, orthodontic specialist of Oakville, and I can speak from experience, not that he's fixed my teeth, but he's fixed my son's pearly whites, and you can see him smiling on the runway and in some photo shoots. So, Dr. Faskin, thank you so much.
All right, and of course, our stunning venue. Have you ever seen such beautiful decor in one room? This is an incredible place. The Touch de l'Afrique store, our host Petrus over here and his staff, thank you so much for your support. They've also donated some incredible gifts on our silent auction table. And Jeanette Laurentis, she's a sales representative from Remax. There she is. She's originally from South Africa, so she lives here now in Canada. So if you need a home, call Jeanette. And finally, from Oakville Chrysler Jeep Dodge, just out on the street. You know, we do live in the concrete jungle, but so that vehicle is good for here, but it's also good for Africa as well. And hopefully we'll be going to South Africa, Georgia.
Absolutely. I'm hoping to pick an inspirational stone that says
travel.
Travel. Yeah, exactly.
you
You got it, baby. When Suzanne and I first met this very fine lady, her passion and her commitment to the country of South Africa was absolutely contagious. And I think you probably will feel the same way when you hear her speak. Please welcome the Honorable Consul General of South Africa, Talani Mokwana. Talani?
Talani.
You know, it's a pleasure to be in this beautiful space that Petrus has created for not only the community of Oakville, but all of us from all over Toronto, all over Ontario. I've come to use it as a refuge sometimes because it makes me feel so much at home to be here. I Googled the wine ladies and I said, I've got to meet these two beauties. And when they accepted my invitation, I just could not believe. Because you know, we government people really sometimes don't take us seriously. So I was so happy. I was so happy they came, and we have remained within each other's company since. This event, as Georgia explained, is aimed at raising funds for Chefs Against Hunger, who will be traveling to South Africa sometime in August. That's why we really, as a South African consulate and as South African government, we commend the wine ladies and the Chefs Against Hunger for having put this auspicious occasion together. In fact, if I can say, Chefs Against Hunger's objective and the wine ladies' objective of raising funds to get the Chefs Against Hunger to South Africa in August speaks directly to the Millennium Development Goals. The Millennium Development Goal that is being advanced tonight, which speaks directly to the United Nations program, is Development Program number 1. One of eradicating extreme poverty and hunger.
You know, the South African wine industry has quite the history, Suzanne. It's actually very interesting. Contrary to what many believe, South Africa is actually the oldest of the New World wine growing regions, going back over 350 years.
That's right. Planting of vineyards began at the Cape around 1655. And California, it didn't follow until 1697, and Australia and New Zealand around 1813.
You know what? I believe South Africa was planting grapevines even before New Zealand was discovered.
Well, actually, Georgia, we might have a family gene when it comes to wine dating back to our ancestors.
Really? Why do you say that?
Well, our ancestors were Huguenots, and in 1688, over 150 emigrated to the Cape, bringing their winemaking knowledge and methods with them. Well, there you go. The apple doesn't certainly fall far from that tree.
I guess not. You know, the region also has had to face many challenges over the years. Of course, there was the phylloxera disaster that destroyed millions of vines at the Cape, and then the sanctions from 1985 to 1993, I believe were the dates. That also really set the industry back.
But the wines now, they have definitely arrived. They are certainly stunning.
Absolutely.
They are often described as blending the old world with the new world. The wines still reflect the classicism of the old, but also incorporate the contemporary fruit-driven styles of the new.
Well, we've got a good representation of those wines being made there right now. We've got 6 selections for everyone to enjoy this evening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Connie, and this is Shona. And we are part of the Canadian team going to South Africa in August. We're very proud to be the Canadian team. There's also an additional team coming from West Canada, and together we will represent you, the people of Canada, while we're there, all the chefs and cooks as well. We're very excited. This is my second time going. I did lead the team in 2003, so it's wonderful to be able to go back. It's an incredible opportunity for us to share Canadian cuisine while we're there. to represent Canada and to also get to know more about the authentic South African cuisine that we can bring back with us to our colleagues here in Canada. And Shona is a culinary instructor at Humber College, and Shona can also share it with her students, and I'll give her a chance to say a few words.
I want to thank you all for being here and helping support this. I also want to thank all the other white coats that are here. They're all my students that have come here to volunteer from Humber College. So they've done this all on their own time in efforts to help us get to South Africa. So I just wanted to say thanks to them.
I've recently moved with my wife to Canada 2 years ago and set up home here. So I was really delighted to find out about this and come here and be able to share with you something that's been very close to my father's heart for, since I was about that high. So thanks everyone for coming, thanks for donating, thanks for helping alleviate a major problem in South Africa. It's something that we're only going to get past with everyone pulling together and really helping these kids who, as I said, there's 2.5 million kids who, go to bed each night hungry. So we're really trying to work together to put an end to that.
Okay, thank you, Connie, Shauna, and Ian. That was very, very inspiring. And I know that it's a huge commitment on the part of the chefs as well to go over there. It's a lot of work that you guys put into it, a lot of your own funds, and you put a lot of heart into it. So thank you also to the chefs for everything that you're putting into making this a successful world tour, a World Tour Chefs 2011 success. So thank you for that.
Could not be possible without fabulous support of our sponsors. And look what we have here, event sponsor Oakville Dodge Chrysler Jeep. Man, that's a mouthful. But we've got this fabulous Jeep here, and we've got Abraham Rolf here from the wonderful company. Thank you so much for supporting this evening.
Oh, it's great to be part of this.
Now this is quite the Jeep here. Would this work in Africa?
Absolutely.
Really?
It could be just about anywhere you want to go and get you through just about anything you come across.
Thank you for coming this evening to our event. We very much appreciate it. And thank you for all the folks that came out to support the World Chefs Tour Against Hunger in South Africa. I think it was a fabulous night. What do you think, Georgia?
Absolutely. You know what? Everybody seems to have had an incredible time. The music, the entertainment was unbelievable. And our medicine man, boy, you were a fantastic hit. Thank you so much. Did you pick a stone for yourself, medicine man?
Not yet. Maybe I should.
Let's see what maybe you should.
Okay. Let's pause it.
That would be a great end to the show. Let's see what it is.
See what I come up with? Bliss.
Bliss. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. On that note,
until the Wine Ladies' next event. Bye-bye, everybody. Stay tuned to thewineladies.com for more details.